Your news starts now.
Good evening, I'm Amber Worthy.
And I'm Angela Morian. Thanks for joining us for News 12 at 11. We have new details about an overnight shooting that killed a woman here in Chattanooga.
Yes, Chattanooga police say it happened outside Southside Social on Chestnut Street. According to police, people were leaving Southside Social when witnesses say a dark-colored vehicle was traveling on Chestnut Street when a party in that vehicle fired shots into the victim's vehicle, which was traveling northbound. This is 21-year-old Kachette Peterson. She died from her injuries. 24-year-old Tana Liners, who is not pictured, was also shot and is in stable condition at a local hospital. Southside Social spokesperson Albert Waterhouse released a statement saying, in part, the management is closing the establishment until further notice and will assist in any way during the investigation being conducted by Chattanooga police. Our thoughts and prayers are with all the families involved in this tragic situation. Southside Social has a sign outside saying that they will open Tuesday.
The East Ridge Police Department says they plan to follow up with a student who made comments of a, quote, threatening nature on social media this weekend. They say the student told them the post was not meant to be threatening, but instead shows support for the Second Amendment. Police report the student was apologetic, that the statements had been misconstrued, but understanding of how the comments could be taken out of context due to the recent national events. Law enforcement believes that no credible threat currently exists from this situation. We have new details about a crash involving a tractor trailer and 3 vehicles on Oaks Highway. Mallory Baldson was killed in this crash. Chattanooga police say the truck was coming down Lookout Mountain when the driver claims he lost his brakes. Police say the truck crossed the center line, sideswiping 2 vehicles, then striking the car Baldson was driving head-on, killing her. Chattanooga police say a juvenile passenger was in the vehicle and was taken to a hospital with minor injuries. The driver of the truck was identified as James Wilson. Nearby homes were evacuated while hazmat secured the tanker that was carrying hazardous material.
And a local organization is hoping to cut the hate and spread the love, one helping hand at a time. Take a look at what they did to make that happen. Clothes, food, haircuts, and so much more were available for anyone in the community Sunday afternoon at the Kingdom Center on East MLK Boulevard. Cut the hate and share the love was the message behind it all.
Make an impact in the community. It's all about serving with us, and we believe that we were put on this earth to help other people accomplish what it is they want in life, and so that was part of the purpose.
Logan Taylor says that is the meaning behind this event put on by this organization, Why Be Normal. This year they took the outreach a step further by not only taking care of the outside, but Dante Hampton says they care about what's on the inside as well.
Added a medical component this year, which would be like health bags. We also have Erlanger here. Just educating them on hygiene and keeping themselves up.
Taylor says it took a lot of phone calls and favors, but overall the backing of his community made it happen.
I asked people that I used last year that cooked food for me and said, hey, do you mind cooking for me? Do you mind giving back? And every time people say, yeah, Logan, I'll be more than happy to. And so we believe that relationships are the new currency. So that's what it's all about. It's about relationships.
And if you want more information about how you can help this organization in their outreach, we will post a link to their website on our website, WDEF.com.
Students who survived the deadly shooting at a Florida high school are vowing to continue to fight for new gun control legislation.
And several lawmakers have already responded to their protests. Kenneth Craig has the story from Parkland, Florida.
3 more victims of the shooting rampage in Parkland, Florida were buried Sunday, including Scott Beagle, the geography teacher being called a hero for his efforts to shield students from gunfire.
Shame, shame, shame.
Students from Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School led another gun control rally. Their message appears to have already gotten through to some political leaders.
The first thing I would say to those children and my own is I'm sorry that you have grown up in a generation that has only known violence.
On Sunday, lawmakers from both parties agreed that something needs to be done to stop school shootings.
If you're a strong Second Amendment person, you need to slow down and take a look at reasonable things that can be done. to answer these young people.
But it's what should be done that remains an open question.
All I've heard all week is how frustrated people are with rhetoric. They want action.
As this community continues to grieve, many are channeling their pain into a call for action, vowing to honor the memories of the victims by demanding change.
There are children now in this country who are afraid to go to school thinking that that day is going to be their last.
At a rally held near the scene of last week's tragedy, students said lives are at stake, their lives.
It's not something that we can just accept as a normal, because in no way is it normal.
The students are planning to hold a gun control march in Washington next month and are calling for a nationwide school walkout in April. Kenneth Craig, CBS News, Parkland, Florida.
And on Sunday, officials announced that the school will be opening on Thursday. And volunteers with the Tennessee chapter of Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America will gather tomorrow for a vigil to show support for the families of this mass shooting. The vigil is in Chattanooga is one of multiple events across the country. Volunteers say that they are holding this to bring people together and hold elected officials accountable for continuing gun violence. This event will be at Ross's Landing on Riverfront Parkway at 5:30.